In this video, we're going to identify a quadratic graph by using the discriminant. And remember, the discriminant was a way of working out how many roots a quadratic equation has. And by roots, I mean x-intercept of the graph. So for example, I can see that this figure 1 has 2 roots, it has 2 intercepts. Figure 2, that just has 1 root, 1 x-intercept, that point there. Figure 3 has 2 roots, and figure 4 has 1 root. Now let's write out this equation here again, but let's write in the order where we have the x squared term first, then the x term, and then the constant term. So we've got y is equal to minus 3x squared plus 5x plus 1. Now the a here is the number in front of the x squared. The coefficient of x squared is minus 3. The b is the coefficient of the x term, so the 5. And c is the constant term, so the 1. And do you remember how we work out the discriminant, which you sometimes see written as a Greek letter delta? It looks like a triangle, but it means discriminant. We work out discriminant using b squared minus 4ac. Now, if we do 5 squared minus 4 times minus 3 times by 1, that gives you 37. So let's put the discriminant here. Remember we said that if b squared minus 4ac was greater than 0, so 37 is greater than 0, we had 2 distinct roots. If the discriminant was equal to 0, we would have 1 distinct root. But because this is greater than 0, we have 2 distinct roots. So therefore, it can't be this diagram, and it can't be this diagram here, because they only have 1 root, 1 x-intercept. So therefore, it must be one of these two. And how do we distinguish between them? Well, can you see this shape here is a smiley face shape here, whereas this one is a kind of frowny face shape or heel shape. And the way we can tell is by looking at the coefficient of the x squared term. Now, because this is minus 3x squared and minus 3 is a negative number, therefore it's going to be the frowny face shape, and therefore this must be the answer. The answer is figure 1. Let's do the next one below. Calculate the discriminant and hence identify which figure represents the graph of equation y equals 9x squared plus 6x plus 1. Again, we need to work out discriminant. Let's just write out the equation here below. Now the a is the coefficient of the x squared term, which is 9, b is the coefficient of x, which is 6, and c is the constant term. And if we work out the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac, it is 6 squared minus 4 times 9 times 1. And that is 0. Now remember, if we said the discriminant was 0, there's just going to be 1 root of the quadratic equation, so just 1 x-intercept. Well, it's not figure 1 because that has 2 roots, 2 x-intercepts, so it's not that. It's not figure 3 because, again, that has 2 x-intercepts, so let's eliminate that one. Figure 4 also has 2 x-intercepts, so it's not that one. And therefore, it must be figure 2 because, indeed, figure 2 only has 1 x-intercept, 1 root. So that is the right answer, and therefore we want figure 2.